Under treatment for COVID-19 at the Walter Reed Military Hospital. US President Donald Trump has tweeted a video message from his hospital room. And in the video, Trump said that he was feeling well, though the real test would be over the next few days. He also paid a tribute to the nurses and doctors at the Walter Reed and other hospitals in the country through a video. Listen in.
I want to begin by thanking all of the incredible medical professionals, the doctors, the nurses, everybody at Walter Reed Medical Center. I think it's the finest in the world for the incredible job they've been doing. I came here, wasn't feeling so well. I feel much better now. We're working hard to get me all the way back. I have to be back because we still have to make America great again. We've done an awfully good job of that, but we still have steps to go and we have to finish that job. And I'll be back. I think I'll be back soon.
In an update on the U.S. president's health, White House physician Sean Dooley said that the president was not on any kind of support system and that he was in exceptionally good spirits and has been fever-free for the last 24 hours.
He's in exceptionally good spirits, and in fact, as we were completing our multidisciplinary rounds this morning, the quote he left us with was, "I feel like I could walk out of here today," and that was a very encouraging comment from the president.
Now, despite assurance from the White House staff, multiple reports in American media indicate that the U.S. President Donald Trump was given oxygen support at the White House on Friday. And these reports started doing the rounds merely hours after White House physician Sean Conley said that the president was not on any kind of support system.
For the tireless efforts, providing everything and anything the medical team, the president and I could need. Right now, he is not on oxygen.
I know you keep saying right now, but should we read into the fact that he had been previously?
Yesterday and today, he was not on oxygen.
So he has not been on it during his COVID treatment?
He's not on oxygen right now.
The White House physician further said that he was extremely happy with the president's progress and that Trump's mild symptoms were resolving and improving as of now. But sources have now informed agencies that the president's vitals over the last 24 hours were very concerning and the next 48 hours will be critical in terms of his care. And there is still no clear path to a full recovery. Now, such conflicting assessments have created an air of ambiguity over the health of the U.S. president.
I'm meeting with the Vice Premier over at the White House.
Jonathan Lemire, the politics reporter at the Associated Press, helps us understand what concerns are raised due to this contradictory account on the president's health coming from the White House. Listen in.
White House doctors provided a briefing to reporters this morning and suggested that the president, in their characterization, was in good spirits, was no longer running a fever, and was not currently requiring any oxygen. But their briefing left a lot of questions unanswered. And through our reporting afterwards, talking to administration officials and others, and persons familiar with the president's condition who are not authorized to publicly disclose it, so we granted them anonymity, that the president Friday morning did in fact require some supplemental oxygen, that some aides were concerned about his health at that time. That's when the decision was made later that day to transfer him to Mark Meadows, the White House Chief of Staff, indeed said that it was very concerning how the president was doing, particularly Friday morning. That's the period where I think there was the most sense of alarm among officials, which contradicts somewhat some of the other public comments they've made, where they've really stressed the fact that the president is still working and that he is, feeling okay. And certainly he is still in charge. They've made it clear the government is functioning. They have not reassigned his responsibilities to the Vice President, Mike Pence. That has not happened yet. We have no idea if it ever will. That will be a decision based on how he is doing. But this is certainly diagnosis landed with a rather loud thud here in this White House. And it's an extraordinary moment.
According to Chinese state media, President Xi Jinping wished a speedy recovery to his U.S. counterpart Donald Trump and First Lady Melania Trump, who also tested positive for coronavirus. In a message to Trump, Xi Jinping and his wife, Peng Liyuan, extended their sympathy to the couple, wishing them a speedy recovery. Earlier, Chinese diplomats wished a speedy recovery to the U.S. president and his wife. Xi Jinping's wishes come as a surprise amid the escalating tensions between the U.S. and China. Trump has repeatedly called the coronavirus a Chinese virus and slammed the president, that is Xi Jinping, for the pandemic and its poor handling. This is in direct contrast to the response of the Chinese media. Yesterday, when the news of Trump's COVID-19 diagnosis reached Beijing, Chinese netizens and the state media reacted with a palpable sense of delight. Chinese mouthpiece Global Times has said that the US president's sudden infection proves this election year as the most absurd in US history. In addition, it said that his infection will help him silence the voices of others. The Global Times editor-in-chief, in fact, took to Twitter saying that Donald Trump has paid the price for his gamble. State news outlet China Daily further pointed out that Trump's infection was a reminder that the coronavirus continues to spread, despite his attempts to downplay the danger that the pandemic presents to one and all.